A long time ago, in a distant kingdom named Souna, traditions ruled like fixed stars in an unchanging sky. This prosperous and flourishing kingdom was divided into two distinctly separate worlds. The world of the powerful, who lived in luxury and opulence behind the gilded walls of the royal palace, and the world of the humble, who struggled to survive in the fertile plains and mist-covered mountains that stretched as far as the eye could see. The laws of the kingdom were as unyielding as if carved in stone. The rich and noble were never to mingle with the poor. These invisible boundaries, though intangible, were guarded more vigilantly than the golden gates of the palace itself. In this world, frozen by ancestral rules, lived Awa, the only daughter of King Souleymane. A princess of breathtaking beauty, Awa was admired not only for her delicate features and graceful demeanor but also for her sharp intellect and intelligence. However, she was equally known for her thirst for freedom, an indomitable flame that burned within her heart. Since her childhood, she spent hours gazing beyond the high walls of the palace, driven by insatiable curiosity and longing. Beyond those walls, she envisioned a world of simplicity and authenticity, a world where she dreamed of being free to follow her own path. Yet, her fate seemed already sealed. She was promised to a prince from a neighboring kingdom, an arranged union that would seal a crucial political alliance. To her, this life, so carefully prepared, was nothing more than a gilded cage, and her heart, yearning for adventure and truth, aspired to a far different destiny. Far from the splendor of the palace, several miles away in a small village nestled among lush green hills, lived Madu Ndiaye, a modest yet extraordinary young shepherd. Although the son of a simple herder, Ndiaye possessed a rare and almost mystical gift. His flute, crafted by his own hands from the sacred wood of a baobab tree, had the power to enchant both animals and humans. When he played, even the wind seemed to pause and listen. But beyond his music, his words were filled with wisdom and poetry that touched the hearts of all who heard them. The elders of his village, despite having endured many hardships, often said he had the soul of a king in the body of a shepherd, an inner nobility that transcended appearances. Ndiaye loved his land, his herds, and the stories he shared with the villagers under the towering shade of the grand baobab, a tree that for many symbolized the memory and soul of their people. But fate, as unpredictable as the winds of the savannah, had decided that these two souls, so distant in origin, would one day cross paths. On a night of the full moon, as Awa sought to escape the weight of traditions and the constraints of her destiny, she slipped away from the palace. Barefoot and with her heart racing, she found herself by the banks of the Souna River, whose waters shimmered silver under the moonlight. There she was drawn to an enchanting, soft and melancholic melody. Following the sound, she discovered Ndiaye, sitting under an ancient tamarind tree, playing his flute, surrounded by his peacefully sleeping herds. Their eyes met, and in that instant, an invisible yet undeniable bond was formed between them. Two souls, separated by everything but united by destiny. This was the beginning of a love as powerful as it was impossible. In secret, Awa and Ndiaye met each night by the river, sharing their dreams, hopes, and fears. But in a kingdom where every action was scrutinized, their clandestine happiness could not last forever. Their relationship, seen as an unforgivable transgression, was quickly discovered, unleashing the wrath of King Souleymane and the indignation of the entire court. Thus began an epic tale where courage and determination were put to the ultimate test. To prove his worth and the sincerity of his love for Awa, Ndiaye agreed to face impossible challenges imposed by the king, trials designed to break his spirit. Meanwhile, Awa, armed with her bravery and inner strength, fought fervently to defend their love against the rigid traditions and unyielding expectations of royalty. Together, they would defy ancestral laws, shatter the chains of prejudice, and teach an entire kingdom that love, when genuine and pure, can transcend all barriers. This story, blending wisdom, bravery, and the quest for justice, is an ode to the power of the human heart. It reminds us that true nobility lies not in rank or bloodline but in actions guided by truth and courage. Love, when led by these virtues, can illuminate even the darkest paths, transforming the world into a place of light and hope.